All right, this is my coming to you here live from my little sound booth that I do the Conservative Neighbor podcast on. So if you haven't had a chance to watch that yet, by all means, go watch it. Yeah, this is my reading glasses, just getting those out of my way. But I doubt anybody's even gonna watch this, at least until I upload it to where my friends can find it and everything like that. But here's what we got to deal with. This is what America has to deal with. We got no justice. Got no justice in this country for those who ought to be held accountable. So you got to ask yourself this question. What are we going to do about it? Seriously, what are we going to do about it? Well, the first thing we can do about it is make sure we remember to vote. But before we get around to voting, here's what you ought to do. We're going to try to we're going to try to cancel out a little bit of Democrat votery. By doing that, next weekend and the following, just before the election, we all need to do one thing, and we need to make a point to do it. We need to make a big sign that says vote GOP, walk away. That means vote GOP and walk away from the Democratic Party. Why do we have to do that? Why is this important? Really? I mean, we ask ourselves, why is this important? Well, the reason this is important is because the Democrats have lost their collective minds. That's why it's important. Name one thing in their actual platform that's good for America. Seriously, name one thing. I mean, you could say, "Oh, Obamacare, Obamacare, pre-existing conditions." Well, guess what? Pre-existing conditions can be covered by any law. They could just write a law that says, "Hey, health insurance is going to cover pre-existing conditions." So that's all there is to it. So that's a non-issue. But you've no doubt heard about the purge on Facebook. You've no doubt heard about the purge on Facebook. I was one of them. My personal account was purged off Facebook just simply because I didn't agree with Mark Zuckerberg and because I was organizing with Overpass for America a counter resistance to their insane leftist resistance. They accused me of publishing fake news, of spamming, of collaborating with others to defraud Facebook and abuse their platform. Well, that's absolutely a lie. It's absolutely a lie. Never did it. None of it's true. None of what they accused me of is true, except one thing, and I'm not going to say what one thing is, but it was a minor thing, and you've done it too. In fact, every conservative, just about that said anything and spoke out anything on Facebook, has done one thing against their rules, and you know what it is. In fact, Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have many users what he thinks he does. Let's just put it that way. You know it. I know it. He thinks he's got 1.5 billion. Mark Zuckerberg got 500, half a bit. If he got 500 million, it'll be a miracle. Because most of Facebook, it's all fake accounts. You know it. I know it. So that's what I did. That's what I did. Made an account so I could speak to people when they were censoring me by locking me down for posting things that weren't against their policies, but they said they were. So that's why I was taken down. Overpasses is a movement. If you haven't heard of Overpass for America, you may have seen us. We're the people that actually love America, get up on overpasses and stand on street corners, wave American flags, and preach an America First message. We deliver an America First message. That's what Overpass for America does. And thanks to Zuckerberg, exactly 1 month before the elections, we were summarily removed from Facebook. Why did he do this? If what he accused me of isn't true, except for that one thing you and all know, or you and all I do together, but if everything else he said was a lie, so why exactly would Mark Zuckerberg be interested in banning me from Facebook? Why? Because I was helping organize protests and rallies for the GOP and against Democrats across America. I was doing that. And now we're severely crippled. We're not dead, Zuckerberg, so don't think we're dead. If you think we're dead, you're far too confident for yourself. Far too confident in yourself. We're not dead, but we are wounded, and you did have your effect. We're going to come back. We're going to come back big. But the thing is, I got to give credit and thanks where credit and thanks are due. And if not for Fred Schneider, Karen Trifonoff, Don Henry, Debbie Bartkus, Carol Williams, and so many others, without all of your efforts, and none of this would happen. I mean, I could go on with a list of names for an hour, but if you've participated, thank you. Thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. But we've got to do it again. We've got to do it again. If this message finds you, I hope you find yourself making a sign that says vote GOP, walk away. And then I hope that sign and you find themselves on a street corner or an overpass sometime before the elections asking people to vote GOP and to walk away from the Democratic Party. It's not that much to ask. I mean, really, if you're a Democrat, when's the last time they really did anything that was good for America? I mean, seriously, ask yourself, when's the last time they really did anything good for America? And then if you can't come up with anything, then you're ready to take the next step. Look at their policies. Look at their policies, and their policies match an ideology that 3 generations of veterans took an oath and then served in our military, fought in foreign lands, and died in foreign lands to keep the current ideology of the Democrats out of this country. So, if you vote Democrat, just remember you're desecrating the oath of millions of veterans that served over 3 generations. I imagine probably one of those is one of your relatives that you probably remember fondly because they're no longer with us, or that you respect or love. So just remember, if you're voting Democrat in this election, you might as well just take a giant steaming dump on them, literally. I mean, really, because that's what you're doing to their legacy. And if you're a Democrat that served in the military and you're planning on voting, your oath means nothing now. You have forsaken your oath, and you're the most scurrious, scumbaggish sort of traitor, because not only did you turn on America, you've turned on your fellow veterans. You've turned on the oath, you've turned on the sacrifice, you've turned on the struggles, and you've turned on the deaths of all the veterans that fought and served and died in the Cold War. So, if you're a Democrat and you served and you took that oath, you cannot honor that oath and vote Democrat, and you know it. You know it, you know it, you know it. You can call me whatever the names you want, but you know somewhere down in that deep, dark heart of yours, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. You know if you vote Democrat, you forsake your oath, you desecrate the oath of others, and you declare yourself a traitor to the Republic of the United States of America. And it's just that damn simple. If you don't like it, go melt somewhere else, snowflake. Because this guy that took that oath doesn't care. I didn't just take the oath once, I took it twice. Once when I went in the Army, and the other time when I worked for the government here in the state of Oklahoma. Yeah, you take an oath to the Constitution then too. So I got a double oath that beats your oath if you're going to desecrate it by voting Democrat, veteran. If you want to call yourself a veteran and not a traitor, we'll just call you B.A., Benedict Arnold. So you can't do that. You can't vote Democrat if you're a veteran and expect yourself to be considered an American, because you're committing treason by voting Democrat and you know it. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to make our sign say vote GOP. We're going to make our sign that says walk away. We're going to grab our flag, family and friends. We're going to go to that overpass and we're going to speak out. We're going to stand up and we're going to get involved. And if you're watching this now and you don't do it and the GOP loses, guess what? It's partly your fault. If you don't like that, honestly, don't really care. But all right, I'm out of here. I got to figure out how to shut this thing off because, hey, I never went live on Facebook or on YouTube before. Can't go live on Facebook anymore because they banned me for being an American. And that's really what it boils down to. Banned from Facebook for being an American. I've never been more proud to be banned from anything in my life. So, Mark Zuckerberg, one day you're going to get yours. Don't know how. Might take till Judgment Day. Ain't sweating it, dude. One day you're going to pay for everything you've done, Mark Zuckerberg. One day. Whether in this world or the next. You can't escape it. Can't escape it, Zuckerberg. You're pure evil, and you damn well know it. I'm out of here. As soon as I figure out how to turn it off.